coming at you on another day, as I always love to do, because I love you. Woo! So happy to be amongst you all. Happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Wednesday. You know, I hope y'all had a very good Valentine's Day. I looked up and down the timeline. Y'all look like the couples that had been together for a long time. I saw them a lot. And some of the couples that are a little bit newer, or trying to keep things on the DL, they did just that, and I'm happy for that. That's smart. That's a smart move. Keep that stuff on the DL because you don't want to look stupid, man. I'm just saying, you just don't want to look stupid. What's going on, Zell May, my boy? But you just, because man, for the longest, I was like, see, I saw how happy I was, and then I look up on Valentine's Day. I look up on Valentine's Day and then I don't see nothing. And then, the next day, y'all got all these sad, I wish somebody would have did this. Well, Uniqo Williams would have did that for you. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff y'all see on all them roses and all that kind of stuff. I would have did it for you. But I shot my shot, and now you're lonely and you're hurt. That's what happens. That's what happens. So it is what it is, man. But let's get into it now. Before we get into it, you know what I need you to do? I need you to like and subscribe if you enjoying the content. I need y'all to do that for me. I need y'all to do that. I got big dreams. I got big dreams and big goals, and they're not selfish goals. They're all goals so that I can further help people. Y'all got Russell Wilson out here with that whole allegedly getting only giving 23 cents on the dollar to his $1 million charity. And they're saying, oh, well, that's for salary. All the extra money is for salary. Well, no. The majority of that money should go to somebody, should go towards charity. It's not a new business. Like, oh, we're only going to use 23%. 23% of the funds for this, and then the other is to line my pocket so I can live. Come on, man, get out of here, man. That's bullshit. That's why your ass is doing what you're doing over there with the Broncos. Y'all ain't shit, man. Sierra, come on, teach him better than that. Cause both of y'all rich, y'all know better. Y'all know better. I ain't riding with you. Fuck it, you can ride by yourself. Also, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving, but man, like I said, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I really need this. This is all I've ever wanted in my life, and I appreciate everybody that comes through and likes and subscribes and shares my content and whatnot. And I got some special news at the end of this show for you, though, because this is not in vain, baby. I got this. But let's move to a little bit of a more somber somber mood here, and I apologize for that, but that's my job. That's what we do. We report the news. So today, you remember, there was a shooting at a grocery store in a predominantly Black area in Buffalo, New York. Now, this attack here was done by Peyton Gendron, and his whole point of him coming to that store was for him to shoot Black people. I came here to shoot Black people, and there was even a part in the story where, well, on the body cam, because he was live streaming while he was doing this too. I think he was putting it on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. He ran on Twitch for a second, and it's like his body cam or his helmet cam, but he came in technical gear. He came in a helmet and all that stuff. And there was one person he's about to shoot him, and he said, "Oh, my bad, you're not Black." So yeah, so he is now 19 years old at this time of his sentencing, and he got sentenced to life. And one of the main discussions and topics that we'll be talking about here is, was justice served? Is this enough to deter mass shootings? Let's talk about what happened today during this. And it was a very action-packed day, by the way. So first and foremost, since it's sentencing, they allow for the victims or the families of the victims to come up, and they get to speak and say their thoughts. And I'm trying to tell you, these Black folk, they wasn't this wasn't the typical, we're gonna forgive you, and I hope that God can find. No, they was like, no, I hope you burn in hell. Like, no, I hope they bust your ass up in jail. Like, no, like they really were speaking on this. They were upset. They were upset about this. And this what he did was a very, very evil thing. He even wrote a manifesto about black people and how much he doesn't like them, you know? So, folks are coming up there talking, and he got to give a statement. And his statement was, he went on to read, and I apologize. Let me get it pulled up here. He said, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for all the pain I forced the victims and their families to suffer through. I'm very sorry for stealing the lives of your loved ones. I cannot express how much I regret all the decisions I made leading up to my actions on May 14th. I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black. Looking back now, I can't believe I actually did it. I believe what I read online and acted out of hate. I know I can't take it back, but I wish I could. And I don't want anyone to be inspired by me and what I did. Well, somebody in the background said, "You ain't mean that shit." I watched it. It didn't look like he meant it. I didn't see sincerity. He tried to bring some crocodile, tears in, and got some snot going. Only God knows his heart. He might have been very sincere and genuine in what he was saying. But I mean, people don't become genuine and sincere and see the error of their ways until they get caught. Hello? People don't see the error of their ways, and they don't see how terrible the things that they did and how they affected people until they got caught. And now one of the victims, I believe it was the sister of a 72-year-old that victim that got killed there, or unalive there, whatever, man. I don't whatever, man. We just report news, man. So we're gonna use words that are relevant to the news. He said that she was speaking very passionately about how hurt she was and all that type of stuff. And then her son runs up and tries to charge dude. And they had to clear out, clear the dude out. And then, obviously they held my man's back, held him back. And then the judge said that they didn't want to further add to the trauma that's going on. So they're not pressing charges. They're not going to hit him with a charge because he was, very passionate moment. His mama was up there crying. His mama was up there feeling terrible about something that this man did, and you feet away from me, man. He had to. He had to. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It is what it is. But it was a very, very, very charged court today. Um, but like I said, it's just like Kyle I didn't mean to. It wasn't quite like that, but it was just very monotone, and it was devoid of any kind of like emotion whatsoever. Like I said, as he was listening to some of the victim statements, he wasn't like he started crying a little bit, but as he was actually reading his statements, it just didn't seem sincere and genuine. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Um, but the judge would come back and say, Judge Egan would say, we cannot have that in the courtroom. We must conduct ourselves appropriately because we are all better than that. Are we? Are we all really better than that? One of the victim statements would say, in the black community, see, he's like, we don't have the same problem in a sense, and this is what she was saying. She was saying that for your kids' birthdays, y'all buy guns. Like that's like a rite of passage in the light skinned community. That's a rite of passage for Christmas. It's nothing like getting your first Glock. It's nothing like getting your first hunting rifle. Like things like that. Whereas in the black community, it's like, man, let me get you a couple of games. I'm gonna get you a couple of games, a pizza and a cake for your birthday. Whereas in the lighter skinned community, there seems to be that guns are very, very, they're very much celebrated. And I feel like in the naturally tan community, we tend to, and it's neither reason is good, but it feels like a protection, a power thing to feel like you have some sort of power in a world where you feel powerless. So that's in a sense the difference. But let's not forget. I'm not getting into that for y'all start saying I'm a manifesto. But the judge said this as she sentenced this guy. Um, there is no place for you or your ignorant, hateful, and evil ideologies in a civilized society. There can be no mercy for you, no understanding, no second chances. The damage you have caused is too great, and the people you have hurt are too valuable to this community. You will never see the light of day as a free man ever again. It certainly does not put any closure on what we need to do as a society and a community going forward. Justice was done with a small j today, but we still have a big J of justice to do. I know that's right. And that's just what it is if it ain't nothing else. But I mean, like I said, typically we come with grace when these things happen. Black folk, we come in grace. Like I hope the Lord forgives you. Like, nah, they was like, nah, like fuck you, man. Like for real. And I'm behind that. Like we always are being the ones that are graceful when everybody else stomps on us in the natural tan community. They tend to we tend to just always just take it in stride. Well, today was a different outcome, man. Black people are mad, man. No, not mad. I don't want to say mad. No, we're hurt, upset, sad. Like, I mean, look at the whole history, everything, and how we made it today, and how we made it to where we are today. I've always told a story about, when I went to sixth grade and went to honors classes. It was me and two other black guys, and then even they was split up. I was in all honors. Every class was honors, but them, they had like the special classes that they were in honors for. And then we had a couple of sister girls that was in all honors as well. And the rest of them were of the light skin persuasion. So, that being said, it's I mean, we go through a lot, man. We truly really do go through a lot as black folk, and we've been through a lot. It's a lot of trauma, and it's added to it. What is this going to do going forward? I don't think anything. I don't think anything's going to change. It's still going to be these stupid ass kids that get on the internet. Um, I don't want to. Girls don't tend to like them, things like that, and they put their hatred towards you know women and minorities. That's what tends to happen. It's these losers that tend to continue to do these type of things, and it's so unfair for everybody else because I'm just a regular guy. Yeah, I'm handsome. I'm talented. I speak well, all those type of things. But I could just be minding my own business, and somebody could just take me out because I happen to be at a grouping of people, or I'm at a gas station, or hell, I'm at the Dollar Tree, or hell, I'm anywhere, and it could just happen to me. And that's special in all those things that I feel there could be just some person that just walks in there and just doesn't care. I'm not special to that person. I lose my life. But there's so many people that I am special to. And there's so many people that are special to me. And I would hate to hurt them in any way by me taking an L. And I don't know how to fix this. Talk about this shit all the time, man. I don't know how to fix this. They're getting life sentences. They're giving him life sentences. Now he still has to go to the federal courts, just because of the whole the hate crime terrorism thing, because that's in a sense what he was doing. Trying to scare black people and trying to scare, like, hey, this can happen to anybody. And then also trying to, be put down in the history books. Honestly, I forgot this happened. So he's definitely not going to be in the history books about anything. But it's a sad thing. It's a very sad thing. And um all we can do is try and pray and get through it. But I don't know, man. People traveling to places just to hurt a group of people is just a sad thing. But we got to do what we always do, and what we best at is this is America, man. But let's move on. I'm going into my final topic today. So, got some great news for y'all. Okay, I got some great news for y'all. So, as y'all know, we have a very great awesome. I think it's our second one that we've done. Um, we have, and put the flyer up here for you. We have the second annual Black History Month for the Culture Fashion Show coming at you February 26th. The doors open at 6:30. It's at Cornerstone Center for the Arts. Switching up the venue this year. Now, that's on 520 East Main Street, Muncie, Indiana, 47305. Regular tickets is $10. If you want, they got VIP tables now. You can get them for $15. And so they're gonna have door prizes, pop shops, runway sale, cash wine bar, all type of stuff. So there's a QR code down there. You can definitely go ahead and hit that real quick. I'm telling you, I love being a part of this thing. I love being a part of this. And as you know, in the past, I have hosted a lot of these fashion shows in this area. But this year, we're going to switch it up. This year, we're going to Do You Hear Me? Live from the fashion show this year. So make sure that you stop by my booth, stop by my area, come get you an interview, come holler at your boy, come kick it with me. We are doing it live from the fashion show. That's right. I'm taking the show on the road. Clap that shit up. Woo! So make sure that y'all grab y'all tickets early. I'll try this one later for a commercial. Maybe I'll do one where I do cuss like that, but this is just a show. But at any rate, get y'all advance tickets, man. I'm gonna put the link in the description and all that stuff. Make sure y'all come through. You know, it's a whole lot of Black history going on, and we're gonna handle that. And you know, I'm a part of Black history because this is the second annual, and I was there for the first one. All right, so don't forget that. Don't forget that. They put on, man. I'm trying to tell you, the models are amazing. They come from the 360 model boot camp. Man, they show out. And the person that runs the boot camp, she's an amazing teacher. I'll tell you that much for sure. But I got you, G Hug. I'm gonna do a real commercial tomorrow. I'm gonna do a real commercial. This one had the obscenity. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss, but I'm so excited taking this show on the road, man. You know what I've been through. Do y'all know what I've been through? I'm gonna tell you a story one day. I'm not gonna tell you right now, but man, I've been through a lot. And you know, as somebody that's always just trying to keep things together and keep my own mind together, I've been through a lot, bro. Facts. So to find out, you know, to put myself in a position that, you know, not only do I have a show, now I have a show that I can take everywhere and do as I please. But now, ladies, if you looking to be a part of Black history, then look no further than me. That's right. Go to ChristianMingle.com, look up our Swallow Mew, and baby, best believe I'm not forgetting. Also, I'm on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 Media on YouTube. Blur Cartel, Locker Room Talk, Man Cave, Just a Game Baller Friday. You know the deal. Make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that. Man, I work really hard for this. So make sure that you let your friends see this too. Just drive to work and listen to me. We just gonna have a good time. I'm gonna put you up on game. Man, I've been coming every single day. Also, you already know the deal. Uniqo Williams Gaming. But you can find all that on UniqoWilliams.com. Anything that you want to see, wherever you want to find me, if you just want to take a look at my also handsome face, or you just want to listen to my all you gotta do is just hit that link and go and see where you want to see me. And we're playing Harry Potter right now, man. I just got my mask in, so we're gonna get our student loan in, and then once we get that money, we'll cash out, and then we'll start going to class after we start. Don't worry about it. It's the college experience. But thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me? Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.